Hello and welcome back to another Trouble in Paradise update. More continuous breaking news on the development between Cyrax and Heather. Heather's claims seem to have some validation, but I can't be too sure about that. Because with the whole one time being choked out, as Cyrax had confirmed to me the one time it happened, which was an irrational behavior that he took out on Heather, unfortunately, led up to a complete disaster where he was, as he explained, he was prepping for a big tournament, a big online game, racing game tournament or whatever. And according to the details I've obtained, this is a he said she said subject. So I am not remaining. I'm not taking sides. I'm not saying who's in the right and who's in the wrong. But when Heather just grabbed her clothes and grabbed Michael and up and left, it did leave Cyrax questioning what had occurred. However, seeing that how Heather was responding does seem more of a paranoid thought, running a paranoid thought process. With the events with choking out leading up to a certain level of fear, it is logical, and this is the most logical explanation I can come up with, that during this event, during the ensuing future events with the YouTube drama, with this promo, the response of fear, which was actually very well friggin', which I'm very well friggin' aware of, had led up to a certain event. I mean, you know what? It'd be probably easier for me to pretty much just read this off because I have the conversation in front of me. Because she did say that during that event with the YouTube shit and all the other drama that was going on at the time, he did act irrationally, logically speaking, and he did choke her out one time, which he did confirm. And I said, well, in that case, I get you feared for your life. And with the stress that led up to his irrational behavior that led up to the blackout that had triggered in you a sense of danger, I understand how you may feel it could happen again. Reasonably understanding that the one-time abuse, it's one time too many. And that the possibility, and to avoid the possibility, and this is what I'm reading off straight from my messenger, you made your choice to act and prevent any future incidents. This being her way for her to be able to protect herself, and if she was to get her children during the event that he was to act irrational, lose his temper, and yes, he admits he felt very sorry for doing this to her. However, one time is just one time too many. And it is abuse. But further claims of further abuse, I cannot confirm or deny. I can only see what's in front of me. The data that's in front of me. The information that I have in front of me. Everything that I see right now, and the way that she feared for her life and Michael's life and safety, logically leads up to her leaving because she was afraid it could happen again. However, I remain unbiased in this matter, as I said before. The news and the information I'm giving you, and when she left her kids, yeah, I can understand how she wants to get her kids back as well. That's a completely rational motherly response. But fearing for her life, fearing for her children's lives, if they were to ever come up there, is a logical response. I am not saying that Cyrax is a bad guy. I'm not saying that Heather's lying. I'm not saying I don't know the situation. I'm just a third party spectator. I'm an unbiased spectator. That is it. And I did say that they were welcome to come onto my stream, explain their situation, and try to sort this out. So the way I understand what's really going on, because I hear this, I hear that, I hear he said, I hear she said, but all I see in the long run is just one big disaster. And I don't like to be the guy that jumps to conclusions or judges somebody just because of something that has happened. While there are certain behaviors that are not acceptable, there are certain behaviors like abuse, for example, is not an acceptable freaking subject. There are certain behaviors that could lead to a logical response out of fear. And I'm seeing this as in a psychological kind of way. She could have been fearing for her life. Without explaining to him this, she grabs her stuff, grabs her friend, and leaves. Why? Because she fears for his safety as well. While Cyrax has been irrational in the past, that is true. He does admit he felt awful for what he did. Reasonably speaking, I'm looking at all sides. And I want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this situation. Because what I understand is she's claiming more abuse, which I can't confirm or deny because I can't see what's behind closed doors. I'm not there with them. Now, if I was there with them, I could confirm or deny any information that's being passed along. However, since I'm a third-party spectator, an unbiased spectator, I really have no say in this matter. I'm just passing along the most accurate information based on the most logical responses, based on what I'm seeing behavior-wise and the patterns of this behavior that would lead to this kind of response, where she would up and leave. In the same light, I'm also trying to understand what's going on, and I want to see where these are. I can't say that the claims are true or false. I can't say that someone hasn't said that there's not a whole setup to this. But with the drama and the surrounding incidents and the one prior incident which was confirmed in the past, it can still be a traumatic event either way you toss the dice. And hi, Blind Binda and 123 and MMD Archives. How you doing? However, the information that I'm getting as a third-party viewer, as pretty much your current news anchor, so to speak, is only based on the information I'm understanding. The logical response, the reasonable behavior, the fear could have led to this event. Because if he's making a promo and he's practicing and, he's getting agitated, she could see that as a threat to her safety and Michael's safety. And for all I know, they could have been both really abused. Then again, Cyrax could be telling the truth, that it was a one-time thing and that he changed his ways, completely turned on a dime, learned something new to friggin' help him keep calm to avoid another incident like that. But then again, you can never be too sure, right? The information there is just, there's a lot to go through. I didn't think I'd be doing an update literally right after this friggin' update. First, I did the addressing an issue, and I tried to be, nice guy, find out what the truth is. I'm still looking for the truth. I can't say for sure that there hasn't been some self-harm that's occurred because I don't know what's really going on. I'm just a complete outsider on this situation. So anything I say could be considered taking sides, but I'm actually truly unbiased because I can't confirm or deny whether he's telling the truth or she's telling the truth, or if they're both just going and they're just she's just mad or something. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that she left. Cyrax is upset. He's a bit emotional, a bit irrational sometimes, admittedly. So isn't she? But she also has kids to worry about. And now Jamie's getting involved. And I can't tell you if it's one way or the other. Even if I look at the videos and when they show they could literally come onto my stream, explain their sides, right? And I'll let you guys be the judge. Because at this point, the only thing that is logically understandable is that she feared for her life after the one incident. And because of the way things are going and the way he said he was going to leave YouTube, and then he turns around and makes a promo video for the tournament tomorrow, that it could have led up to a rational, traumatized fear that it could happen all over again. And with that risk, she didn't want to take that risk. She didn't want her friend to be hurt either. This is the logical explanation, but I'm also looking at his side and I'm seeing where he might just be doing his own thing, chilling out, being a good dude, you know, being a really good dude. And he could have just acted irrationally once, did the stupidest possible thing he could do, regretted it horribly, and swore it off. For all I know, that could be the truth. He could have completely swore it off, but with her trauma, she decided to leave because she feared it might happen again. For all I know, I can't see behind closed doors. I can't suddenly just appear at their houses and be like, you know, and just teleport and be there in front of them. I can't see what's going on because I'm all the way in another state and I'm just giving the most updated information I can give you. I'm seeing a pattern of behavior that is common with abuse victims and a pattern of behavior that is quite extraordinary in its own right because you don't see this every day. Like, not on YouTube, well, not that I know of. I've never seen something this big happen before. At least from my experience, that what I consider big. For all I know, there could be ongoing events like this all the time between YouTubers. But I'm just a third party passing along this information, giving you guys what I think happened, how it happened, what led up to it, and where this conflict of interest led up to a whole nother mess. I'm not condoning one side's behavior. I'm not condoning the other side's behavior. Plain and fucking simple. And with that, I think I've given the most updated information I can. So I'll see you guys in the next one, I guess. Till further updates occur.